The empath in the narcissist's silent grip. The silent treatment is one of the most effective tools that the narcissist utilizes. It's used by all narcissists. This is because it's easy to use. Literally, nothing needs to be done. And yet, as you will hear, its impact upon the victim is profound, allowing a very simple assertion of control the potential to draw repeated, desperate fuel. It's regularly utilized by the narcissist as it's one of the most effective tools in the narcissist's toolkit of manipulations. And, as with everything that the narcissist does, it is deployed for the purposes, either consciously or more usually subconsciously, to achieve the prime aims. I sit in the quiet, but it is not the quiet of peace. It is a cold, suffocating silence, a void so dense it presses against my chest, stealing my breath, clouding my thoughts. My partner, my captor, has unleashed the present silent treatment, a weapon of cruelty that it cuts without a blade, wounds without a mark, destroys without a sound. I am a person of feeling, of connection, of love, and this icy withdrawal is my prison, my punishment, my undoing. Although my name is Emma, in this moment, I am nothing. Just a shadow in the narcissist's game, a puppet dangling on the strings of his control. The silence began 3 days ago, though it feels like an eternity. We were in the kitchen, the air already taut with his unspoken disapproval. I'd asked about his day, a simple question, an olive branch extended in the hope of connection. His response was a glance, sharp, cold, dismissive, followed by a turn of his back, a retreat to the study, the door clicking shut with a finality that echoed in my bones. No words, no explanation, just the abrupt severing of our bond as if I had ceased to exist. That was the moment the silent treatment descended. A present one, where he remains in this house, so that his presence is a taunting spectre, his silence a bludgeon against my heart. My thoughts are a whirlwind, a cacophony of questions that find no answers. What did I do? Was it the question, too probing, too needy? Was it the dinner that I cooked, not to his exacting standards? Was it my smile, my laugh, my very existence that was somehow offensive to him? I replay every moment, dissecting my words, my actions, searching for the trigger that unleashed this punishment. But James offers no clues. He moves through the house like a ghost, his eyes sliding past me, his lips sealed, his body a fortress of indifference. He makes coffee, reads the paper, answers calls, all in my presence, yet I am invisible, erased, a non-entity in his world. This is the silent treatment, a masterclass in cruelty, where his proximity amplifies the rejection, his silence a scream that deafens me. My feelings are a maelstrom, a torrent of pain, confusion, and desperation. I feel too much, too deeply. This silence feels like a dagger in my soul. I ache for connection, for the warmth of his voice, the reassurance of his gaze, the illusion of his love. The absence of these things creates a gnawing emptiness that consumes me. I am hurt, bewildered, my heart pounding with the fear that I've lost him for good this time, that I am unworthy, that I am nothing. Guilt creeps in, unbidden, irrational. I must have failed him, disappointed him, driven him to this withdrawal. Otherwise, why would it happen? My need to nurture, to heal, to love turns against me, whispering to me that I should have been better, that I should have done more, I should have been enough. and beneath it all a flicker of anger, quickly smothered by my shame, for how dare I resent him when I'm the one who has failed? I try to overcome the silence, my efforts as futile as grasping at smoke. My first attempt is an apology, a reflex born of my need to mend. I approach him in the living room where he sits scrolling through his phone, his face a mask of disinterest. "James, I'm sorry if I upset you," I say, my voice trembling, my heart exposed. "Can we talk, please?" He doesn't look up, doesn't pause, his fingers moving across the screen, as if I'm not there, my words a breeze he does not feel. The rejection is a slap, my apology a fuel he consumes without acknowledgement, my vulnerability a victory for his control. I retreat, tears burning my eyes, my resolve crumbling under the weight of his silence. My second attempt is action, a desperate bid to win his favour through deeds. I cook his favourite meal, roast lamb, meticulously prepared, the kitchen filled with the aroma of rosemary and garlic. I set the table with care, light candles, hoping the gesture will thaw his icy disdain. He enters, glances at the spread, and walks away, retreating to his study with a glass of wine, leaving the food untouched, the candles to burn alone. The rejection is sharper now, a knife twisting in my gut, my effort a mockery in his eyes. I sit at the table, staring at the untouched plates, my heart sinking into the abyss of his indifference. My need, my desire to please, to connect is weaponized against me. My love is a currency that he refuses to accept. My third attempt is persistence, a foolish hope that my presence will force a response. I linger in the spaces he occupies, sitting on the couch while he watches television, standing in the hallway as he passes, my eyes pleading for a glance, a word, anything. "James, please, just tell me what's wrong," I beg, my voice cracking, my dignity eroding. He walks past, his shoulder brushing mine, his silence a wall that I am unable to breach. The physical proximity is torture, his presence a taunt, his refusal to engage a deliberate act. I am a supplicant at his altar, my pleas a fuel he clearly savours, my desperation a testament to his power. Each attempt fails, each rejection deepens the wound, and I am left drowning in the icy void of his withdrawal. How does this silent treatment affect me? It's a devastation, a slow unravelling of my soul. This present silent treatment, where James remains in my orbit yet denies my existence, I find uniquely cruel, its proximity amplifying the pain, its silence a scream that echoes in my mind. You see, I'm wired for connection. I'm attuned to the emotions of others. My spirit's nourished by love and understanding. Yet this silence starves me, cuts me off from the sustenance I need, leaving me hollow, fragile, lost. My thoughts spiral into self-doubt, my mind a battlefield, where I fight the lies his silence whispers. I am unworthy, unlovable, invisible. My feelings churn, hurt, fear, guilt, shame, a toxic brew that poisons my spirits, erodes my confidence and dims my light. I've come to recognise that his use of the silent treatment is a weapon of control and I am its victim. I've come to realise that my every reaction sustains him in some way, a fuel that feeds him. My apologies, my efforts, my pleas, they are all fuel to him, a delicious harvest that affirms his power, his superiority, his godhood. The more I try to break the silence, the more I validate his control. My desperation a mirror reflecting his greatness, my pain a trophy he collects. The present silent treatment, unlike the absent one where he vanishes entirely, is an instinctive torture, his presence a constant reminder of my failure, his silence a bludgeon that strikes without mercy. It keeps me tethered, unable to escape, unable to heal, my empathic nature a chain that binds me to his will. The effects are profound, insidious, a slow bleed of my essence. My self-esteem, once robust, crumbles under the weight of his rejection, my belief in my worth eroded by his silence. I question my reality, my sanity. Did I imagine our love, our bond, those moments of warmth? I wonder, am I overreacting? Perhaps I'm too sensitive. Perhaps it is me that's the problem. My energy wanes, my days a fog of anxiety and despair, my nights a torment of sleepless worry. I withdraw from friends, from hobbies, from life. My world shrinking to the confines of his silence, my identity reduced to the role of his appliance, his victim. My empathic light, once a beacon, flickers, threatened by the cold darkness of his manipulation. Physically, the toll is real. My appetite fades, the lamb dinner a bitter memory, my stomach knotted with dread. My sleep is fractured, haunted by dreams of his cold eyes, his turned back. My heart races, my chest tightens. The stress of his silence a poison that seeps into my body. I am a prisoner in my own home, my own mind, my every move dictated by the hope of ending this torment, of owning his behaviour, of reclaiming his love. But I've come to realize that he does not love. He simply controls, he feeds, he destroys. I try to rationalize, to find meaning in the madness. Perhaps he's stressed, I tell myself. My empathic nature once again seeking to excuse, to understand, to find the truth. Perhaps he needs space and I've been too clingy, too demanding. But these are lies, a balm I apply to a wound that festers. This silent treatment is not about my flaws, but his control. It is an instinctive act, designed to punish, to wound, to feed. He must know of my empathic heart. He must know about my need for connection, and therefore he exploits it, turning my love into a weapon, my vulnerability into a victory. The silence is no misunderstanding. It's a manipulation, a tool to keep me compliant, to keep me desperate, to keep me his. And yet, I cannot stop trying, cannot stop hoping, cannot stop loving. My empathic nature is my strength and my curse, my need to heal, a flame that burns even in this icy void. I draft texts I'll never send, rehearse apologies I'll never voice, dream of the moment he'll look at me, speak to me, love me again. But these seem like fantasies, traps set by his silence, lures to keep me entangled in his web. The silent treatment is a game I cannot win, a battle I cannot fight, a prison I cannot escape. Not yet, not now, not while my heart still beats for him. My trust in myself erodes, my belief in love tarnishes, my spirit dims under the weight of his rejection. I am Emma, but I am also his victim, his appliance, and his silent treatment is my crucible, my torment, my truth. His icy withdrawal is not just a punishment, but a revelation, a mirror that shows me my weakness, my hope, and my humanity. I'm caught in his game, my soul a battlefield, and the silence, oh, the silence. It is the sound of my undoing.